We all love spoiling our dogs, right? And I'm all about that. But what if I told you there's a way to spoil your pup so they become better listeners and learners? So my name is Linda Kwan. I am the owner and trainer at Wow Bow Wow. I specialize in working with pup parents with family dogs. You know, the young dogs, the puppies, the baby puppies, as well as the adolescent dogs, as well as the rescue, the mature dogs. And I help the pup parents, the guardians, I help them train and raise a well-mannered as well as well-adjusted dog. So let's talk about how to turn spoiling your dog into a training superpower. We often think spoiling our dog means toys, treats, home-prepared meals, and endless cuddles. Well, those are wonderful ways to spoil your dog. But there's a deeper level of spoiling, which is letting your dog be a dog. Things like buying tons of toys or taking them to the park are great, but they may not address the roots of certain behaviors. By understanding and catering to their natural instincts, you can not only make your dog happier, but also prevent some of those pesky behavior issues. Happy, fulfilled dogs are calmer, better behaved, and easier to train. So let me share with you a couple ways to spoil your dog. Special outings are very cool. If your dog loves water, taking them to the lake, near here we have beaches, they may love those kind of outings. Now, you can't do that every day most likely, but those are those special times. How about digging? Does your dog love digging? Maybe getting him or her a digging box. Now, you can put in special treasures for them, like treats or toys, their favorite toys for them to dig up. It's not an accident. There are different kinds of toys out there. Now, is your dog selective and not a social butterfly? That's a real thing. Think about introverts or extroverts in humans. Same with dogs. Instead of taking your dog to socialize with other dogs at a dog park, consider play dates with appropriate playmates. How about playing with you? Whether they enjoy tugging or maybe they're chasing things. Have you ever heard of the flirt pole? Having your dog chase a small fake like rodent or a toy at the end of a rope. That's a great way to entertain them and fulfill their instinctive needs. Now, maybe your dog is, sensitive to the bustles of city life if you live in a very populated area. So maybe visiting a local nature walk for safari is a better option. Sometimes I take my dog to a local park that's big and wide, and we wander around on a long lead to just go sniff. That may be better for them. Chew toys is another fulfilling activity for them. Chewing, licking, even today I had refilled some marrow bones for my dogs with some wet food and partially froze it and gave it to them. And they really enjoyed, trying to lick and chew and scrape out the food out of the marrow bones again. Now, another thing I want to bring up is this may not be necessarily about their instinctive needs, but healthy nutrition. If they're having like gastro issues, they may not be up for training, or they may even become reactive because they're not feeling well. So I just want to bring that up here. So it may not just be like gastro issues. Consider joints, the age of your dog, things like that. So what does your dog enjoy? Now the payoff is the happy, fulfilled dogs are calmer, better behaved, and easier to train. Imagine that dog that's not going to chew your furniture or dig in your garden again because you have already fulfilled their needs. So if you want more information, grab my free guide, packed with the more tips and ideas of how to spoil your dog. Tap into their natural instincts and even accidentally train them, you know, train them not to do some behavior issues that you may want them to stop because you're already fulfilling that need. The link to the free guide is in the comments. Thank you for joining me for my Training Tip Tuesday, and I will see you next Tuesday.